Hey guys, this is unboxing and the review of the 110 scale RC car. I've already taken out the outer package and I've just retained this to show it to you how this comes packaged. So let me go ahead and remove this package. So this is an RC that is more economical and it comes as an RTR, which means out of the box this is ready to run. For those of you who are just getting into the hobby, well, if you don't want to shell out a lot of money on expensive RCs, then I guess this is the best option for you. Now this is a brushed motor version and it comes with a 4-wheel drive. You also get a brushless version of the car with a much higher price and it tops at a much higher speed. But for starters, I would recommend the brushed version. Once you become a pro, then you can probably fully customize this car with brushless motor, metal gears, better shocks and much more accessories. So let's just get straight into the unboxing. So firstly we get this wall plug adapter. So this is the UK based style and we can use this to plug in our charger. Next we get this charger. So this is a Trickle Charger which is rated around 9.6 volts DC and 350 milliamperes. So this can be used to charge the battery that comes along with this kit. Next we get this bag with the user manual inside it, and we also get this antenna tube. And we also get some spacers. This can be used with the shocks and you can use this to adjust the spring tension of the shocks. Next we have a sticker sheet. So you can add some extra stickers to your car to match your style. These are not pre-cut, so you can use the scissors to cut the stickers and you can use as per your style. And this is a cap for the antenna tube. So this is an instruction manual and this is in English. So it has a troubleshooting guide, a couple of safety instructions, and it has also got good drawings on the design of the car, showing all the parts and its numbers. You can see the parts here listed. So just in case if you need a replacement part, then you can go over this part number and order it online. Now let's take out the car itself. So it comes with this neat package. And we also get a remote here along with this box. So remote comes packed in this neat box here. Now talking about this remote or the transmitter, this feels very good in hands and it's very comfortable to hold. So it's got this foam pad here which provides good grip to hold and turn the knob. And it's also got this collapsible antenna which you can fold it or take it out. And this operates at a frequency of 2.4 gigahertz. And there is an on off switch here which you can flick it with your thumb to turn off or on the remote. And up here you have the steering trim and the throttle trim. Now here we have two switches. The first one is for switching the throttle between low and full power. The second switch is for switching the direction of the steering. So down here we have a couple of steering and throttle rate controls. The only downside of this remote is that it runs on 8 AA batteries, which you have to put it here on the bottom. Now most of the remote these days operate on 4 AA's. It's just that it adds more weight and the cost for 4 additional batteries as well. But other than that, this remote is pretty good. Also there is a DC socket here which is rated at 12 volts 250 milliampere hours. So I am really not sure as to why this is being provided here. Probably I would doubt it's for charging these batteries, if in case if you are using rechargeable batteries. I'll post an update on this later on once I start using this remote. There isn't any user manual to operate this remote, so you'll have to figure out all these controls yourself, but I think it is pretty easy and this should not be a big deal. So next we have the Buggy itself. So it's got a cool design with hatch frame and a stylish shell. It also comes with 4 LED lights up here on the front side. This will help you keep track of the car while driving in the dark. Inside the car you also see cool little driver and a co-pilot sitting inside. It also comes with this spare tire on the back, which is fully usable. Just in case if your tires are worn out, then you can just remove this nut out here and just swap these tires. Now looking at the car itself, it's got a solid aluminum chassis down here. It's got 3 differentials, a slipper clutch, a waterproof electronics. If you look at this chassis, the screws are all countersunk here, so the screws doesn't project outwards. The components used are of very high quality and it has many metal parts, including the chassis or the dog bone, the pinion gear or the drive shaft. So this car measures about 500 millimeters in length, and the width is around 295 mm from this edge to this edge, and the height is around 185 mm. Now onto this front you see this bumper here. So it is shielded with a metal sheet. So this would probably take all the hits if you bump across any obstacles while driving. Now to access the electronics inside, all you need to do is take out these 2 body clips right here. And the entire cage lifts backwards, and this is hinged here onto the bumper. And you also see some wires which are popping out. I'll show you in a minute. Now these are the wires that connect to the LED lights on the front. These are connected using the JST headers. The suspension system is completely adjustable and each wheel has got its own independent oil refill shock. It's got this nice collar on the top which is aluminium. The angle of this suspension can also be adjusted to suit your driving style and terrain. So there are 3 mounting points in all, and you can choose the one that suits your need. Now as you can see, this suspension is very good. On the back it feels a bit saggy here, and probably I think it's due to the extra weight of this tire and all the gear assembly and the motor on the rear side of the car. But you can probably now lift up this shocks here a little bit so that you get an even chassis base, and this completely gives you more stability. So you can use these mounting points here to lift this chassis up. Now talking about the battery here, it can be removed by taking off these clips, and you got this battery cover. So this comes with a 6-cell nickel metal hydride battery, which is 7.2 volts with a capacity of 1800 milliampere hours. And I think for a brushed motor this is pretty good enough, but if you plan to upgrade to a brushless motor, then you probably would require a LiPo battery. Now the compartment here is very cleverly designed. It's got this little notches here. Maybe I think you should be able to see here. There is a small curved notch right here. So you can put your wires of the battery through it, and this can fit in most of the LiPo batteries, and the tree height can be adjusted here on these pillars, so that you can hook up these clips based on the height of the LiPo battery. Now coming to the ESC, we have this on and off switch right here. Let me zoom in a little bit. Right, so you can see this on and off switch here, and once we turn this on, all these electronics would power up. So this is a brushed ESC which is rated at 120 amps in the manual. The motor is connected to the ESC and it provides full proportional speed in both forward and reverse directions. The ESC also has a heat sink so that it can operate at its peak temperature to provide the full performance. And there are two jumper plugs on the ESC right here. You can use this to switch on or off the reverse function of the car, and the second jumper is used to select the battery type, which will be either the nickel metal hydride or the LiPo based battery. Now based on this selection, the auto cutoff will trigger the battery when the battery is on low power. Now the ESC also has a BEC out, so this is rated at 6 volts and 2 amps. Next we have the waterproof receiver box here. So although it's waterproof, it is advisable not to submerge this car in water, but you can use it as a splash proof car. 1 or 2 drops of water just splashing around shouldn't impact this car much. Now coming to the servo, so you can see this servo here, right here, and this is a 4 kilogram servo and it's quite powerful, and it's got this aluminum heat sink. You can see this silver metal, and I believe this doesn't have a servo saver. Now the gearbox is enclosed in this dust proof compartment, and it's got a clear window for you to inspect the working or to examine any wear and tear of the gears inside. Now to access this particular compartment, all you've got to do is remove these body pins or the body clips. There are 1, 2 and 3 body clips here, and you probably have to remove all these screws that surround this casing. Now coming to the tires, so these tires look very realistic, and I'm hoping it will have a very good grip as it's heavily treaded. It's filled with foam, a little bit fluffy, and the tire size is roughly around 11 centimeters or 110 millimeters in diameter, and the width of the tire, this width is roughly around 40 millimeters in width. So that's all guys I had to say about this RC Buggy. Overall I feel very happy about this car as the components used are of very high quality, and it's got a large amount of metal parts and it feels very robust. I'll be taking this for a drive, probably post another video on this in the coming days. So do please subscribe, share, like all of my videos, and if it helped you, please do give it a thumbs up. And I thank you for watching this, and I'll catch you in my next video.